through the story of my life. Okay. See, I was born in a middle class family, and none of my family members was educated. All were illiterate. Yeah, my father was educated, but unfortunately, I lost him when I was very young. Up to class 6th, I was not that much into the studies, but from class 6th onwards, I studied very hard, realizing the responsibilities I had towards my family, being the eldest son of among my siblings. So I studied hard, and from the very beginning, I had interest in English language. You know, I when I was in seventh, eighth standard, I got the highest marks in English subject particularly. Though I studied in Hindi medium school, but I had particular interest in English language, and my journey went on. And in class 11th, I chose biology subject. Okay. Because I was interested in science also. Science and scientific things and facts have always interested me. Having completed my 12th class, I thought of doing my graduation. And since my friends were doing BSc, so I also did BSc, realizing very little that I could go for BA English Literature also. But during the BSc foundation subject, English has been my best subject, always getting the highest marks in foundation subject, particularly in English subject. Having completed graduation, I started taking some coachings where I taught spoken English to my students, and Vision English Academy was the coaching which I started back in 2003 2004-5. At the same time, I was teaching in a private school where through this school I got introduced to student, and some students started coming to me, and they just wanted to learn English, inspired by my passion for English. I helped them improve their English grammar, spoken English, and the journey continued. Later on, I started my institution, Redzi Institute, in 2009-10 approx. And by that time, I had completed my graduation only. So graduation completed in 2003, but in 2010 I did my MA, realizing my passion for English. And I continued my journey. See, in the beginning, how I started, improving myself, let me tell you. And I think you can also follow the same path for improving your English. I improved my grammar. I learned some structures which are useful for spoken English, and improved my vocabulary. I bought a dictionary called Sahani Pocket Dictionary, and I started learning the words from that dictionary. I started writing the words in a notebook, and started memorizing them. I filled around 10 to 15 registers, writing all the vocabulary, and it continued for I think 6 months or 8 months. So I finished the dictionary in 8 months. Fully. And then I started reading some books, and then I realized that there are certain words which I still didn't know. Even having learned the entire dictionary, still there was some words which I didn't know. Then I realized that I had to improve my vocabulary even further. Then I bought this Oxford Advanced Learner Dictionary, and I went through it. It took me around 1.5 years going through the entire dictionary, page by page, word for word, from one word to another word. And whichever words I found difficult, which I didn't know, I wrote them down in my register and kept, memorizing it and using it in my day-to-day life. So slowly, my vocab increased. And by the end of 1.5 or 2 years, I had enough vocabulary, enough vocab bank. And whenever I read any English literature, be it novel, be it English newspaper, be it any magazine, it I was able to read it properly, and there was hardly any word that I didn't know. So vocabulary, this is how I improved my vocabulary. My grammar was quite good. I knew how to express particular sentence uh, in English. Uh, there were certain books which really helped me a lot. Uh, if you can read these books, it's better. How to speak correct English and how to translate into English.
Write down and writer and publication, sir.
I think R.P. Sinha. The book. How to speak correct English.
Please check this marker.
Yeah, it's not working properly. Yeah. And this is the first book. I think for spoken English, this book is quite useful. Right? And then we have this Practical Guide to General English. This book is useful for improving your grammar. I think these two books, if you read, you can start your, initial journey of spoken English. So these are not the old books that I read to improve my, English language. I used to watch channels in English like Discovery Channel, National Geography, because you can change the audio of these channels, and you can see watch these channels in English also. So I read newspapers, I read magazines, I read lots of literature. So slowly, my knowledge kept improving. It's a long process, You have to keep learning. You don't have to stop. You have to keep learning. Don't stop learning. And if you keep learning, year by year, your knowledge will increase without you realizing. Okay? So this is the key. Keep learning. No book is useless in this world. Whichever book you can come across, read it properly. Read it honestly. It will help you a lot. Okay? And it's because of my continuous process of learning that in 2019 I got this opportunity to get in the reputed organization Kendi Vidyalaya. So I got job in this organization, and now I'm serving there. And I'm, through my English, through my knowledge, I'm also trying to benefit my students of the school. Okay, so hopefully you can also get inspired by my story, and you will also try to improve your life. Right? Would you like to ask some questions? Any questions? Any doubts if you have in your mind? Any question? Feel free. No? Don't want to ask anything? Okay then. So thank you so much. अगर मुझे दोबारा चांस मिला तो मैं दोबारा आपके साथ आपके बीच मौजूद होऊंगा. ठीक है? ओके. थैंक यू.